I think it takes an amazing player. Skill ceilings. Okay. So here we go with Mr. Grandpa Kong. Man, now I want to play Donkey Kong Country. Okay, so Monster, taking the feeding route I like. Taking a little bit longer to kill the Blitz Leopards. Ooh, going over here, I don't know why. Going after this one meat, I don't agree with going this way for a single meat. Usually I'll only stop for single meats if there's more than one at a location. Stopping for one meat generally isn't the way to do that. Okay, so going towards the back of the caves. So, interesting. I would try and recommend trying to angle Zod. Angle your... the birds. Angle your traversals a little bit more at an angle. So these guys are stopping over here. I like that they're having over here. The problem is the monsters should have been able to double back. I feel that the hunters... I feel like the monster just got unlucky here. I like that they're, again, holding the dome. I'm noticing this a lot more. People holding the dome and not just throwing it willy-nilly for the most part. Oh, and the monster might actually... Oh, no, he's going to take the long way. The medic might be able to dome here. Oh, the monster... Oh, I think the monster is going to get away here. Oh, there might be a possible dome. Is the medic going to dome? 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 Dome and then pull back. Pull back. Dome! Dome! No! Remember, you always want to try and throw the dome if the monster's retreating. And then evaluate if it's a bad dome, then you can always drop it, but at least you got it. Okay, so at least they get the Blitz Leopard perk. Monster is still not quite ready for stage 2 yet. Taking a little bit longer here. It's going to be closer to the 3-minute mark. I definitely recommend Zod after you watch these videos. Just practice your feeding route a little bit more. And try and play with actual players. Playing against bots is only good about learning the route, but you want to play against good players that are most likely going to cut you off at certain spots, so you know how to anticipate them or what to watch out for. So Monster going to evolve here. Medic is the closest to Dome, but again, you don't want to be too far away. Looks like Medic is rejoining with Trap or Assault. So they should be able to go ahead and wait here. So the medic should stop right here on this little... Where's the medic? So if the medic stopped right here, again, don't stay on the low ground. You're missing all of this line of sight. Low ground is blocking your line of sight. Like, if he was not on the low ground, he would have been able to see this. And you don't have... If you know the monster's in an area... So if you know the monster's back here, just guard here and then guard here. And that's all you have to do. Wait the monster out. There's no reason to push ahead where you could be out of position, out of jetpack, and a good monster can punish really, really, really easy. So here we go. Monster looks like he's trying to focus on Emmett. With Elder Kraken, going from high ground to high ground works, as well as going around pillars. Pillars, you'll just take vortex damage, and vortex damage is pretty laughable, actually. Remember, if you're ever going to heal burst, make sure you throw out a heal buoy first, because you'll get that extra little bit of zing pep to that heal. Really good job, though, punishing the monster right now. Monster not doing a good job following up with stuff. Ooh, that assault just got nuked, and why did the assault just... Was there an Armadon? I have no idea. That assault literally just dropped. The medic just dropped. Like I'm trying to find out what that was. Like, that was going so well for them. Wow. Like, that was... The hunters really had that. I don't know how it suddenly just dropped. Like, it's... I don't know. That was very unusual. Like, the assault just seemed to have melted, like the Nazis in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh, it was chain lightning. That's why. Okay. Because I think observer mode didn't show me them getting hit with chain lightning. Okay. That makes a bit more sense, because I couldn't see any abilities there. Observer mode is very wonky. Okay, so they know he's nearby. Wait for the scanner if you don't see any evidence. Now remember, you don't want to spend all your... Okay, again, you're chasing. Immediately, as soon as I know he was here, I would send people going straight this way. There's no reason to head this way. Because look at this. You're going to go, at best, you're going to make like an L shape. You want to go straight line cutoffs. I do like the fact that they're destroying plants if they see them. Okay. Yeah, exactly. And now if I knew it was on the beach, 2 people over here, 2 people over on there so he can't get into the cave. Wait for the scanner and then push in and close in the trap. Remember, you're hunting the monster. You're not playing pin the tail on the Goliath. So monster, or got melt movement speed. This will help really good. Assault's in a perfect position here. There we go. Probably going to get the dome. Remember, wait. Oh, that is a horrible dome. I don't know how I feel about this dome. Actually, this dome actually might work. Is there a loop around this pillar? If so, this will be Elder Kraken's downfall. This is a really tiny dome. So Kraken could get in a lot of trouble here easily. But when there is a little bit of wood, yeah, actually, this is actually not too bad. They can keep on going around this little pillar here. Would probably be my best bet. Throw down some buoys and just run circles around here, and then have Maggie throwing harpoons from time to time. Perfect. Now remember, going up and down doesn't really hurt Kraken as much. You really kind of want to go around in circles. There's that chain lightning. Yeah, so it must have been the chain lightning that happened on the beach. Caused everyone to just melt. So monster not getting punished very much, which means he has a lot more time to work. It's already been a minute and only half his armor's gone. That's not super good. Monster is about to go down Emmett. Oh, there goes Emmett. He did throw down a healing buoy at the last second. And there it goes. But no healing buoy for Emmett. Monster is going to take a little bit of damage here. Oh, Daisy! And that's why Vortex sucks, because you can't knock people off with Vortex. Okay, so 10 more seconds. Try and punish as much as possible. And here we go. Looks like Monster is sticking around. Oh, they might be able to do a little bit more damage. Doesn't quite look like it. And I would probably never recommend attacking backwards unless you have armor, because it's just free damage to them, because there's no knockback on Kraken. And them eating a little bit of damage is not going to slow them down. So monster going after the damage increase. To cancel evolution, just go ahead and press the evolution button again. Okay, so we got ourselves a little bit of turtling here. Emmett's got to know that he's the one being focused most right now, so he really needs the most amount. So what I would do with Maggie is keep on putting my harpoon turret right over here, and then waiting for... so Kraken's going to get snagged in a second, and... Oh, no. Got destroyed. Okay, and then Trapper just got melted. Support about to get melted. And there we go. So a big thing with this game was mostly people out of position, and a lot of we're just not getting a lot of punishment from the assault and the rest of the team. You know, strikes are going to happen, but if strikes happen and you do a lot of damage, then they're okay. And there we go. Good game. GG. GG. Okay, so the big thing is that I felt that there was a lot of movement going on, and doesn't need to happen. So one of the things is that a lot of people were getting grouped up for chain lightning. Normally chain lightning you can't really avoid, but you can mitigate it. Yeah, everyone was really clumped up the last fight, but I'll get to that. The big thing is that you really kind of want to be stationary unless you're being focused, and then just, especially with Emmett, because Emmett can just throw 3 healing buoys and cover a lot of area. And then you just heal people as needed. You can even direct people saying, hey, the Kraken's no longer following this person and it's going after this person, and you can get taken care of that way. So definitely always be careful of that. Remember, you want to kind of go from high ground to high ground, or even better is around the pillar. There is a very tiny dome, I think the second or third dome. It was down by the beach cave area, but there was a giant pillar, and I feel like that if you threw down 2 or 3 buoys and just ran around circles there, it would have been a very, very, very different game. Just be very, very careful about that, because you're always going to take damage and you're always going to get strikes, but if you can at least make the monster suffer for it, that would make it a lot better. One thing I'd probably recommend for Maggie is putting your harpoon turrets a little bit closer around the edges of things, because if you just put it in the middle of the open area, especially where combat's happening, especially against Elder Kraken, the chain lightning is most likely going to get it, but a lot of times your traps were destroyed by a stray vortex because it just happened to be in the middle of the combat zone. So kind of put those to the sides, and then that way you're not having the harpoon go off when the monster comes towards it, but once it goes past a certain area. So you kind of want to put them kind of around corners, and basically treat it that way. Same with regular Maggie as well. I'm trying to think. Those were the big ones. The big thing is just that, you know, it's hard for Torvald, but, you know, there was not a lot of monster punishing, so the monster was able to kind of get away because he wasn't taking a lot of damage from things. So just be careful with that, and I'm trying to think. There wasn't really anything else that stood out. Just make sure that you were kind of not clumped up, and then try and use line of sight again against the Kraken. It's not as important as an Elder Kraken because it can still vortex through walls, and Chain Lightning can kind of just do really wonky shenanigans. But walking around pillars is still probably arguably better than just trying to climb up and down like Roachin against a Goliath would probably do. That being said, I think... Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Was this 2 or was this the 3rd game? Okay. Okay.
That was the 2nd game.
Okay.
The second one.
Cool.